We're live.
I'm not used to the countdown.
I know. Well, yeah, I guess we used to just be like, are we recording? Okay, we can start the content now. It wasn't so formal.
Of course, now you're like a little bit lower in volume. I don't think it's you. I'm like, there's just so much technology going on right now.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel like that's
a personal nightmare.
I feel like that's classic of me, though. Can you hear me better now or no?
Yeah, I can. I think so.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm super excited. I know you're really excited.
I just feel like this is such a different vibe. Like we're both in the comfort of our own homes. And I feel like it's giving like FaceTime vibes, which I just feel like is way more relaxed. I feel like it's more accessible. It's a time of night where like just people are scrolling. So if they happen to come across, they can just join. Yeah, I feel like this is a nice like happy medium.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. This new season of Only Human. It's accessible for both of us. It's just more low key. Like it's less like lights, camera, action. It's more just like chatting with a friend.
And it's more time effective because to be honest, like when we were going to the studio to record, not only were our cars at risk because my car literally got stomped the one day, but it would eat up our whole day. And so this is just like, 1 hour of our time. And it also transcends the bounds of the physical location and the state. Because if people don't know, you and Anne have wandering eyes.
Trying to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully moving down south soon. Don't know when, but sooner the better.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are like ASAP. Like when you told me you're like maybe like 30 days, 60 days. I was like, all right, well.
You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But even like the material too, I feel like with the podcast, we always were like brainstorming a topic and that was really, really fun. But I also was kind of missing like just talking about what's going on in the world because I feel like that's our eventual goal is to obviously like humanize the people that we idolize. And so even just starting off like doing what we're already doing, like, I love pop culture. I love like the influencer world. I'm always like telling you about these random people and you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm like, who is this person again? I need like a little backstory here.
But then you inherently love psychology and like love figuring out like what makes people tick. And you're super like analytical like that. So I don't know, it's just going to be like very casual girl chat. I'm so excited for the stories that I brought today. Like I'm so excited to talk about them.
Yeah. And like really unpack them.
Yes.
Yeah, so in this new season of Only Human, we're going to be bringing some pop culture like happenings, any kind of stories that are going on in the world in the last week, and we're going to be unpacking them kind of with a mental health lens, Only Human lens, just like we did in our one episode before. But yeah.
Anything else before we jump into the stories? I'm like, let's go.
Well, no, I know. I also want to say that like it's actually really nice. It's very on brand for Only Human that like this isn't going to be edited at all. Like even just that little pause there, I was like, ooh, I would edit that out, but like it's not going to get edited out. It's just like full authentic transparency. Like just
that actually brings up another point. Like I feel like we were kind of missing the like real time connection with the podcast. Like you just release an episode and it just like kind of goes into the abyss. And even now, like if people are watching live, that's the goal. Still, if they're accessing the video later, like that's great too. But I think it's like fun if we eventually get to a spot where people are tuning in and they're commenting and it's just like more interactive.
Yeah, for sure.
Feels more like a community instead of us just releasing episodes and like feeling so distant from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I feel like the listener, and like this isn't news to anybody, but the listener gets a little bit of community with you because like they're listening to you, but like we have zero connection to the listener. But even just for us to be like, ooh, there's like 3 people that are watching us right now live, like it just feels a lot more intimate. And like from the live events, we were really loving that like face-to-face human-to-human interaction. And I feel like this is it's a step closer, but it's more accessible. Like anyone can join from anywhere, and it's still a little bit better than just like releasing a podcast.
Yeah. And there's like evergreen content because it's basically things that we are picking up and like talking about from the week prior or like the days leading up. Like we want it to be like pretty current. So I just feel like there's always going to be something to talk about. And again, because we're talking about it anyway, so why not talk about it, but like specifically from like an analytical human centric lens.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. That's another point, is that it makes it so much easier for guests to come on. Because like before, people were like, oh, are you trying to get guests? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, will you do it virtual? And I was like, no, we won't. So that was just like another barrier. I feel like even if there was any interest in like being on the show, it was like, yeah, you have to come to Philly or we'll come to you, but still it's like more of your time. So hopefully that will get us some guests.
Yeah. We had a lot of like good outreach too, of like people wanting to come on the show. That was our first question, being like, where are you based? And it was like Austin, California. And they're like, oh, we can join virtually. But we, like, in the first season, weren't really doing that. We were doing studio. But now we were like, you know what? That would also be really cool if we have an expert join and then people have like access to this expert. They can be dropping questions in the chat. Like it's a little bit more valuable, I think. Historically, or like I guess most typically, podcasts are done and they're obviously released on Spotify and people aren't listening in real time, therefore they can't give feedback or ask questions. So it's more of a resource, and honestly we want this to be a mental health resource.
And for you specifically, like you say all the time, whenever you listen to podcasts, you're like, oh, I wish you would ask this question. Like you're like, there's so many things left unasked and unsaid. So I feel like we need to just dive into it. I don't want to bore anybody to death. But
okay. Do you want to tell your
story? Oh
wait,
there's just like so many things that go into it.
Well, this is like random too. People are like, what? Like you just released a video being like short form content out in the wild. And then we did like one day of street interviewing and we were just like, we literally were out there for 8 hours and maybe got 3 minutes of content. And so like, we're not never going to do that. Like that was fun, but it's again, dependent on people saying yes to being interviewed, dependent on us finding a day where our schedules align, which is really, really hard because I have like a traditional schedule and then yours is kind of all over the place. So like you work some weekends and everything's just easier in theory and then you do it in practice. Totally. So I feel like this was just like something that's super low lift and maintainable no matter where we're located. Even if you have work, we're still going to be logging on. Like we're going to make it happen.
We're going to get it done. I feel like you're really excited. So you can go first.
Okay. I feel like this is not a surprise that I'm talking about this because it's probably been one of the most talked about things in pop culture this week. But Alix, Earle, and Braxton Berrios breaking up, or like I don't even know if it's confirmed yet.
I'm like not that convinced. Like I'm only a little bit convinced, but
yeah, I think people are waiting for it to be like from the horse's mouth. I feel like there was so much speculation over like the last few months why Alix was on Dancing with the Stars and like Braxton wasn't there, but he was also in season. And obviously football is super demanding. It's really hard to like get away. So I feel like people were like grasping for straws. But recently the news outlets have been confirming. And then I think it was maybe like Page 6 or E! News, which I'm never going to be the person that's like, they said it, so it's true. Like this is about being human. We want to talk about them from a human. We're not going to be like perpetuating rumors, but we're going to be speculating them. We're going to be breaking them down. But yeah, it kind of seems like it's pretty final.
Do you want to give a little bit of context about like who they are and like why they're relevant?
Yeah, for your grandfather that's watching. It's so funny because like everybody I feel like knows Alix Earle.
But I feel like they don't. Like they might not. Honestly, they might not. Okay, we have to assume that the audience does not know.
I mean, the TLDR is like she is the most famous influencer, I would say. She's like risen to fame. She got her like foundation from TikTok. She would do her get readies with me. She was a college student at Miami at the time and was just so relatable and just like literally took off. And I think she has like a cult like following because she is still so relatable and just like a really good person too. She does a lot of like charity work and she has a really good work ethic. And then Braxton, her boyfriend, who she had been with for 2 years, he's a football player. I don't even know what team he plays for.
I think he's on Denver. Nope.
Broncos?
No. Houston.
Bears?
Houston? I think Houston.
Because
it was Miami, but it's not.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, they're both kind of like from, like they both have a
platform. Yeah.
But I think it all kind of came to a head because Alix was on Dancing with the Stars this season, and I'm just fascinated by the like impact that Dancing with the Stars has on relationships. Like I can't imagine like from a time constraint perspective because it's so demanding. You're in the studio like I think starting at 4 hours and up to like 8 hours by the end of it. And then also you're just like in such close proximity, like physically,
Close
emotionally,
quarters.
mentally with your partner, and you're like going through something that's like really like a bonding experience. And so I feel like
Yeah.
not only is it creating distance with your partner, but then you're getting really close to somebody in like this very intimate way
It
with the
is. It's
opposite
like
sex,
emotionally
you know?
intimate. Well, I guess it's physically intimate too. Like
It
there's some moments that's like, oh my God, they look like they're about to kiss when they're
Yeah.
dancing. Like
Yeah. And it's
they
by
sell it really well.
design.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's part of the art. And that's what the pros always say. Like Alex's partner this year was Val, and that's Jenna Johnson's husband. And Jenna Johnson is also a professional dancer on Dancing with the Stars. So like she gets it. And Alex was making vlogs throughout the season. And there's like this one scene where Jenna's like coaching her. She's like, get up in there. Like you have to sell it. Like it's
Yeah.
literally part of the bit and like what makes
Yeah.
dancing like even that much more successful in terms of like how the judges rated and stuff. But you have to remember like the stars that are on the show like aren't used to that. And so that's why I feel like all seasons leading up, there's been a lot of times where the stars and the pros will end up like dating or like catching feelings. I think because it's a little bit like unexpected for the stars who aren't used to
Yeah.
like turning
Yeah.
on this like character dancer mode, you know?
So true. So she was just on Dancing with the Stars, and then there was like all this drama that like he didn't come to any of the shows, and she was like very much defending him, and like her comments was like he has football, like he's busy, he has his own things. So people were like, okay, fine, like they're probably together. And then I think just like the other day, like a day or two ago, like all of these outlets are releasing that they like actually split. So there's definitely like question about like did it have to do with Dancing with the Stars or not?
Right. And I think like there was Art Basel. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
It's Basel, I think. But she was there and like somebody apparently heard her coming out of the club, like telling somebody that she was single. Of course, they like submitted it to Dumas and they reported on it. And then there was like this rumor going around that one of his teammates, Jackson Dart, I think was his name, like slid in her DMs. And Alex addressed that head on in story. I think it might have been like within the last day. What is this rumor going around? Like, what is this like AI generated screenshot? Like, I would not have posted that on my private story saying like it hasn't even been 12 hours or whatever. Like, she pretty much like debunked it. It's just kind of wild, like how the internet can just have a mind of its own and just like take off with a story
Yeah.
and then also
Whatever
like,
it
create
wants
a
to.
narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like if you were in a relationship, like you could be the one going on Dancing with the Stars or you could allow your partner to? Like, do you feel like it would have a strain?
I feel like it just comes down to how strong your relationship is, because if it's not on a good solid foundation, like it's definitely gonna falter. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like you said, it's so like emotionally, physically taxing, and also like time. Like for how many weeks? I mean, she made it really far, so like I guess it doesn't have to be that grueling for so many weeks, but it was like, I don't even know, I'm making up a number, maybe like 8 weeks that she was like constantly in the studio all day, every day. Like, I don't know.
But like she wasn't even just doing that. Like she would upload a day in my life on TikTok. This girl, like I don't know when
I
she
know.
sleeps. She would be like, wake up, go to dance, go to the office and like get interviewed for a magazine, like come home, change really quick, go to this event, like get home at 1 a.m., like recover,
know.
like go in the sauna. I'm like, actually, how are you doing it all?
How? Like,
So then I
yeah.
have like a lot of sympathy for her too, because I'm like, here she is like in her prime, going after her dreams, like taking advantage of an opportunity like Dancing with the Stars. And yeah, she probably doesn't have that much to give to a relationship, but like, can anybody fault her? Like she's just trying to optimize all the opportunities coming her way.
I know. I definitely don't fault her. I mean, I don't know what the details were, obviously, but I feel like you have to have a really strong relationship to be able to get through it. I feel like that's the conclusion that I have.
I think what people were saying was basically that it came down to like she wasn't prioritizing him, or like right after the season wrapped, like she went to Art Basel instead of like going to see him or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I get it. And there's obviously so much more that goes on behind the scenes that like we'll never know. Maybe the relationship itself wasn't right, but it just kind of like added fuel to the fire with like Dancing with the Stars. I just commend her. She's so mature. Like she doesn't comment on anything. She really like stays out of the drama.
I saw a lot of things about like in the midst of Dancing with the Stars, she still did her like charity event. Like, what is it? Meals and Heels.
Serving in Heels.
Yeah.
Serving in Heels,
And
I think.
like, just you didn't have, no one would have noticed if you didn't do that. But like the fact that you are already so busy and you like took the time. Yeah. It sounds like she's a really great human.
Yeah. Wait, I'm just seeing Shay's comment.
Shay's
I do think it's weird he didn't come to any, or at least he could have made a statement instead of her defending him. Like, she is the it girl, and this is what happens when you date the it girl. And that is so
it's
right.
so true.
But then he was in her final like package, like of they like make a montage of people that are close to you, like saying good luck. It was kind of like vanilla though. He was kind of just like, good luck, like I know you're gonna do great. Like, but he was still in it.
Yeah.
So maybe they were just kind of like saving face at that point. They were like, let's just kind of like get this over with and like
you
go along.
kind of
with it.
have to, right? Because then it really would have blew up, and like I feel like save it for after it wraps.
Exactly. But she can do no wrong in my eyes. Okay. Hit me with yours. You flattered me enough talking about Alix.
I flattered you. I feel like I was the one that liked her first, and then all of a sudden now you like
really?
it. Yeah.
Challenge. I don't know. Maybe I just latch on to things more because I just love the influencer world.
Okay. So mine is about Kelsea Ballerini. She is a very famous country singer, songwriter. Over the weekend, she was performing at a show. I think it was in Australia. And she was performing this song called Penthouse. And it's about like her divorce, I think, essentially. And so her ex's name is Morgan. And during the song, it's like a very slow, emotional song. And someone screamed during it, Team Morgan. Like, team her ex. And she stopped the entire show. Like, music stopped, and she was like, she said F off. Like, on stage to that person.
I'm actually shocked that she gave a reaction.
But like
that's just the human getting the better of her.
Well, and I commend her for that, because like, why do you think, like, she is still a human? Why do you think that you can, like, you feel like you're just like a number in the crowd? Like, same with people online. You think you can just say whatever you want, and like you can. Yeah. So
people.
I'm so glad she did say something. And then she like kind of walked around a little bit and was like, "Team, everyone's happy or bust," and then she continued on with the song. But yeah, I just thought that was like that's not looking at someone as a human and just thinking that like you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, it goes both ways. It's like a lack of respect and like not having the wherewithal that like there is an actual human being with feelings standing in front of you. Yeah. But then I also love like for her, like that was probably an only human moment. Like I would love if somebody asked her like, do you regret saying that? And like maybe the answer is no, and that's totally fine too. Yeah. I just think it's fascinating how like in that moment she was also feeling like the emotions of the song already, and then she had somebody, you know, screaming that from the crowd. That was probably like the last thing she needed in the moment, because I'm pretty sure that relationship was pretty toxic. I've heard her talk about it on a podcast before, and like I don't think it ended well. I think he was like pretty terrible to her. So I'm sure that's triggering for somebody to be
and I can imagine like I want to cry listening to some songs, and I didn't even write it. It's not about my life. So I can only imagine like performing it, and like people do cry like at their own songs during concerts and stuff because they get so wrapped up in the emotions. And so like she was probably really sitting in that moment, and then like for someone to be like Team Morgan, like no, quite literally F off.
Yeah. Do you know what the reaction was? Did you watch the video?
I wonder the reaction from what the crowd. It was a guy. Like, it was a male.
It was a guy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Should have known. Why did I even ask?
So she didn't. I don't think she regretted it, because she posted a story after, because someone like posted it and she reposted it and was like, if someone does this again, like I'm not gonna play this song anymore. Like teams, everyone's happy or bust. Like I think she like stood by it.
Okay, so. I love that for her.
Yeah.
She's coming to Barefoot next year. I think she's a headliner.
I did see that.
Wildwood.
Yeah.
Which actually, speaking of last year, I went to Barefoot one night, and it was when I think it was Ella Langley and then Jordan Davis. And there was one other. Oh, and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll was the headliner.
Oh my God. How could you forget Jelly Roll? I thought there was another one in there.
I know. That was like an out of body experience. He's amazing.
Oh my God. I cried multiple times during
I
that
cried
set.
too.
Yeah.
Wait, were you there that night?
Yeah.
Because the night before you passed out, right? Isn't that the night that?
Yes, that was the night before. Yeah, but I was there for Jelly Roll.
My AirPod just died, but hopefully that doesn't affect the
Perfect.
quality. Can I do the other one?
This is Carly's worst nightmare. Like,
No, literally.
technology.
Like, why does
She
that
was
always
charging
happen? Let's see if this
everything.
one- I literally charged it all day too. But then my mom was like, I'm pretty sure that had water damage. And I was like, oh,
Perfect.
well, where's mine that doesn't have water damage?
Okay. What's your next story?
Will it matter if I don't use this AirPod?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Oh wait, I wanted to say one more thing about Elle Langley. The reason I brought up Barefoot is because
Oh yeah.
last year she was singing Girl You're Taking Home, and that song, I think it's about her ex, but it's like super emotional for her. And I swore she was either sweating or she was singing. Either way, or she was crying. Either way, she was only human. But
Yeah.
there was like, she had sunglasses on and there was like a single tear that just like trickled down. But yeah, who's to say?
Who's to say? Carly really toyed with the idea of throwing an Only Human hat on the stage while she was on the stage.
Yeah,
that would have been the perfect moment, honestly.
Wait, I'm gonna go get my plug-in AirPods. Or not my AirPods, my things.
Guess it's just me. You know what else? When I was looking into Kelsea Ballerini, she also, like, this isn't that much of a story, but she just recently, I think last month, performed at this like really intimate like concert for like her top fans. Like, she put it out in her newsletter or whatever, and she was like expressing gratitude and was like, I appreciate you guys, like, through all my ups and downs, like whatever. And she was like bawling her eyes out, and it was the sweetest thing. I was like crying watching it because she was just showing like just such deep appreciation for like the support and like, I guess, like through her divorce and breakups and all the things. And like, she was like, thanks for accepting like the not so glittery parts of me, and was like crying in front of everybody. It was so cute.
But like, that's what people want to see. Like, that's
And,
why
like,
people like listen to podcasts, and like that's why Alex Cooper is so successful. Like, she just had Bethany Frankel on this week, and Bethany gets such a bad rap, but I feel like she showcased another side of Bethany, like about how hard her divorce was. Like, her ex made her life a living hell, and like that's what people grasp onto. Like, they want to know that you're like going through it too. They don't want that glamorized version. I feel like famous people are always like apologizing almost, or are like feeling like it's wrong or bad to like show that side of them, when really I feel like that's all people actually want.
I know. I feel like that too. And in the comments, like, everyone was like, we love how like authentic you are and appreciate the vulnerability. So
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully I'm set back up. I can hear you. Hopefully the microphone is
perfect.
still
I can hear you
working.
too. Yeah.
Okay. My next story. Again, I have to talk about it because I'm such a Bravo girl. The Summer House trailer dropped, and this season looks so good. I was
so
nervous
messy
about it. It looks so messy, but like in the best way. Because Paige wasn't coming back, I wasn't not gonna watch, but like I wasn't as excited. After seeing this trailer, it just looks like a really good episode. I mean, you have a lot of newbies coming into the house. Like, they really kind of like flipped the cast, which I feel like it's been a very transient cast the past couple of years. Like, the last season, they brought in like Sam and this girl Bailey, who lasted like an episode.
Oh yeah, like nobody's lasting. Yeah. I didn't know what you
and
meant
then
by
they
that.
like got rid of them and then brought like Jesse and Weston and what's the one guy's name? He was like
Emerle?
sweet, but got such a bad. Yes, Emerle. Look at you. Look at you.
I know,
Are
right?
you caught up? I know I was like saying you
Yeah.
have to. You're
No,
caught
I
up?
am. I've been
You
caught
started
up,
at what,
yeah.
season 3?
Yeah, I tried to start at season 1 and then I skipped.
I've never even watched season 1, honestly.
It was,
like
it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's also just so outdated. I'm somebody who like wants to kind of like see pretty recent, like within the last few years. And the quality of the TV, I feel like, has also just changed so much.
It's
but
so different. Yeah, like even just the editing, like it's just so different. Like that's the stuff I pick up on too. I'm like, oh my god, this is so old. Like the music.
And season 3 is when Paige and Hannah came in anyway. But yeah, back to this season. I just feel like they've kind of, every single season's been kind of like a revolving door. But it seems like they kind of struck gold with this one because it seems like there's a little bit of like a love triangle between Sierra, Jesse, and West, which I low key like always root for Sierra and West. I just feel
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I don't know, they just like very much vibe. And then there's like a spotlight, of course, on Amanda and Kyle, which we'll get into in a second. I feel like there's already been so much heat on them, like even pre this trailer coming out.
Yeah.
But it even just showcases it more. And they like try to kind of like slide the newbie Ben in there by making it seem like him and Amanda are flirting. And somebody makes a comment at the dinner table, like, Ben wants to sleep with you. Like, I don't know. I am very curious looking at this situation, being like, these are human beings behind the scenes, like showing their life on display
On
to the
reality
world.
TV. Mm-hmm.
But like, that's their real life. At the end of the day, like, it's our entertainment, but it's their reality.
Yeah.
Even being the newbies, like, how do you think you would feel going into that house? For so many reasons. Like, you're joining a share house of people that have known each other for years, but then there's cameras around and your every single move could potentially be televised.
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret that would not be my ideal situation. That's like, I do not think that I would do well there as a newbie. I would be terrified. And then, like, I feel like during it, like, obviously, okay, like, yes, you sign up to have your life on reality TV. But there's, like, a real, like, component to that where you're, like, it's not real until it is. Does that make sense? Like, it's, like, the
until
idea, and then till it actually happens, and, like, something happens, like, in real time, and you're like, oh, shit, that's going to be aired. That could be what this whole episode's about, or whatever it is, and like, or did I say that the wrong way, and that's gonna get taken and edited a certain way? Like,
yeah,
I just feel like it's very anxiety inducing. Like, I can imagine.
We know we have
like,
an intense need for control, and I feel like when it comes to like the editing, the producing of the show, and what makes it, because obviously Summer House is one of the few reality shows where they actually have 24-hour cameras, like around the clock footage. Like, yes, they have the producers and like people behind the cameras, like most of the day, but then even when those people go home, they still have the cameras in every single corner of the room. So my question is always like, do you actually forget that the cameras are there? Like, in my head, I'm like, there's no world where I would ever forget that everything I'm doing is being filmed. I would be walking on eggshells.
Yeah,
but
I don't think
like they actually do forget. You don't think they do?
How could you forget? How could you forget?
Just seeing what some people do, I'm
well,
like, you must have forgotten.
This is true. I think there's a lot of alcohol involved.
True.
So I think like what I'm thinking about specifically is like in bedrooms. So like there's cameras in every corner of the bedrooms. And so like people have like intimate conversations that they may not want aired in the bedroom after drinking and it's nighttime or whatever. And like talking shit, like whatever it is, like those conversations, maybe I can like see where they would forget, but I don't think so. I don't know.
It's funny because I feel like alcohol could either make it easier or harder. Like, it makes it easier in the moment because you do forget and you just like kind of live in the present and you're just going about your life and it's good entertainment. But then on the back end, when you're like seeing the things that you said, the things that you did, you're like, oh my God, which I think is like, we're not big drinkers. And so I feel like we wouldn't be able to like get out of our own heads or like our own way. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like seeing that trailer come out now, I can only imagine how they're feeling knowing I think it comes out February 12th. So we're like a couple months away. Like, I wonder if that made them like anxious to see like the season, what made the cut, what's the focus. Because again, it's their real life. Like me, I'm like, ooh, I can't wait. But they're probably like dreading like the audience perspective.
Yes, because you have no idea how something's going to land until it lands. Yeah.
I mean, look at Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Like, Whitney Levitt was on Dancing with the Stars. And in the season, that was like concurrently airing with Dancing with the Stars. Like, they released season 3 of Mormon Wives. And she admitted like she only went back because she wanted to do Dancing with the Stars. And it was an opportunity that she saw. And like, people hated that. And then there was literally this big community online that ganged up on her and voted for every single person on the Dancing with the Stars cast besides her. Because like historically, there wasn't a way to like alienate somebody or vote somebody off. Like you just vote people in. But they found the loophole to vote for everybody else except her. And that was just because of like the audience perception on the show. And some people thinking that it wasn't like honorable for her to come back to the cast because she wanted an opportunity to be on Dancing with the Stars that season, which like people do a lot worse for a lot less.
This is so true. You just don't know about it.
Right. Like let the girl live out her dream.
Yeah. That's just, I think, the reality of being a public figure. Like, honestly.
Yeah, it's just unpredictable. You just really never know.
Yeah, but I like can't even imagine like, because I think like I think about these things because I'm very interested in like movies and production and like editing, like how that all happens. So I can imagine that like a regular person wouldn't understand that, like, or think about how this reality TV show is filmed. And everything is filmed, but then they also don't know what's going to air and what's not going to air, what's going to make the cut. Like you said, there's like 24 hours worth of footage every single day. So like maybe something stupid they did isn't going to make the cut, right? So like I can imagine that would be very anxiety inducing. I feel like that's a buzzword on this podcast. Anxiety.
It is. We need to get a new one.
Honestly. Yeah. But yeah, I can imagine that would be really scary to be like, but then again, people will be like, oh, well, you signed up for that. So like, suck it up.
As a viewer though, like thinking about how things are produced, aren't you always like thinking how something was like spliced and diced? Like I'm always like, she probably didn't say that in reply to that comment. Like that was probably 30 minutes later. And I'm also looking, I'm like, his drink is full. And then the next sentence, it's empty. And I'm like, what happened in between? Like I want to know. I would watch 100 hours of Summer House if it was released. Like I just want to know everything.
Like how
and that's like the downfall.
But it may not be that interesting. That's the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like it may, like the storylines might not be that interesting if you have all of the information.
That is true. They probably do need to add a little something, whether it's like a little bit of manipulation to it or just cutting out the details and being like, let's just get to the point. Let's just show what they need to know instead of like what's nice to know. Like because again, with commercials, it's only like 45 minutes per week. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just fascinated by like the reality TV world because it does really have the ability to like flip your life on its head for better
in
or
a good
for
way.
worse. And nobody knows.
Nobody knows until it happens. Like,
yeah.
I love this saying. It's like, the saying is, it's cool until it's not cool, and then it was never cool. Like that, it reminds me of the video I was just watching Secret Lives last night, so that Whitney put up like with the RSV video where she like posted a video of herself dancing in her son's hospital room with her son in it. Like that was sick, and everyone hated her for it. And like in that context, it's like, yeah, it was cool, she thought it was cool until it wasn't, and then it was never cool. Like I don't know, I just feel like that's reality TV, is like you never know how the public is going to receive something, and if they don't like it, then you're screwed. But if they like it, then that's great.
Yeah, everything is fleeting though. Like if there's like one thing that I've learned, it's like everything blows over. There's been so many like scandals throughout the years. Like think about like Scandival. Do you know what Scandival is?
No.
Oh my God. Vanderpump Rules, the like iconic couple who had been together for like decades. There was a cheating scandal, and like truthfully, Tom Sandoval was like the most hated man in America for a really long time. But like, again, not saying what he did was right, but like, did he deserve the level of hate that people were giving him? Like, absolutely not. But now everybody's moved on with their life. Like, it's just, there's always going to be a target.
Else
it's always
to be mad about. Yeah,
exactly. There's always going to be the next thing. Somebody with, the vendetta against somebody else, and the world keeps turning.
It keeps turning.
All right.
I'm so happy that Shay commented, because I'm like, oh, people can actually see us on YouTube.
Can you?
Like, I know it's working.
Are we blurry? Is anybody still there?
Yes, let us know.
Blink twice if you're alive. Well, we did a little trial run yesterday and my video was so fucking blurry. And I was like, what is going on? And then I think we chalked it up to the fact that my laptop was like 2% until it was going to be dead. And so I think it was just an energy conservation mode. So hopefully I'm coming across clear. Who we don't really know.
Who knows? Maybe YouTube's
holler up
just
to Ann
censoring you.
watching upstairs.
Yeah.
Can we actually see who's in this live right now? Because I don't have that functionality.
There's 4 people, but I don't know who they are. Show yourself, please. If you're here, send us something.
It doesn't tell us names.
It just says 4 people. So
Okay.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for joining, guys.
I'm happy that we have some live people.
Yeah.
Although I think one is me and I think one is my husband.
Don't say
Oh, Ann said
you got to start somewhere. Oh,
Ann said
clear.
you're
Okay,
clear.
well, wait. Ant's the other person. But you know what the great thing about this is? Like, we're then going to archive it. It's going to be living on our page. And so anybody that doesn't see it now can have an opportunity to see it later.
Access it later. And if you just love this conversation so much, you can listen to it again.
We're going to be here every Monday, folks. Whether it's just us.
Buckle up. Yeah, literally. If it's just me, you, and Aunt, we'll be here.
The 3 Musketeers.
Okay. Ann said if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can't join the chat. So like you have to be signed into your YouTube account.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, somebody just dropped off. Dang, they really didn't like that.
Shay said it's clear, so Shay is still here.
Perfect. Cool.
I love you for that, Shay.
Okay, last story. I feel like this one's a little bit quicker. Kate Winslet, famous actress, was on the Titanic. She also was mayor of Easttown, which I didn't realize because I think they made her hair really dark for that. Mm-hmm. She just did a interview with a reporter from the Times, and it was about a lot of different things. I think she's in this new movie that she's kind of promoting, but she spoke a lot about how much it upsets her that society is obsessed with chasing perfection, Botox, getting Instagram likes. And she was pretty I don't want to say intense about it, but she made her stance very clear. And I just thought it was really interesting. So she said she calls Botox and filler terrifying and devastating. And then she was talking about weight loss drugs, and she said the disregard for one's health is terrifying. It bothers me more now than ever. It's fucking chaos out there. Talking about
I have a lot of thoughts.
She said from Hollywood to your local cafe, it's everywhere. And she talked about obviously how she doesn't have any Botox and filler or anything. And then she said, my favorite thing is when your hands get old. That's life in your hands. Young women have no concept of what being beautiful actually is.
Or it's a lack of moisturizer.
Well, she was talking about women in their 70s.
Okay. Okay. I love her stance on this. I do. Because I agree. It's kind of running rampant right now. And we chatted a little bit about this a few times in our episodes.
The other way, though, kind of in the reverse context. Last time I talked about Kris Jenner getting the stuff and being really open about it, but she's really against it, which I feel is a really brave opinion to have. And not that anyone's going to come to her house with pitchforks or anything, but she's
you never know.
What's the opposite of giving a compliment? And she's basically insulting everyone in Hollywood and everyone that gets filler. I was I know there's a word for this.
What is it? Thank God you thought of it, because that's what I was gonna say. Why is she so triggered? And I'm not saying she's not wrong, but and again, everybody is unique. I don't care what other people do. I truly don't. Is it setting an unrealistic beauty standard? Yes. But if that's the way of the world, it's the way of the world. She could just be this is an injustice. It is creating a false sense of perfection. It's really damaging to bodies because, putting filler and Botox and I'm not on the Botox or filler train. I believe in aging gracefully, but I don't feel strongly enough to come out and be this is
It's
fucking chaos. It's
terrifying and
terrifying. Like, I'm like, you could do what you want. I'm gonna do what I want.
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
I feel
just
like honestly, I probably could have given more context of like in the article. Like she does say that like it's more about people not being comfortable in who they are and not understanding that like they are beautiful the way they are. And so it's more like it's not that she doesn't like Botox, I guess, per se. It's more that like everyone's doing this for Instagram likes and to be a different version of themselves that like they can't be comfortable in their own skin kind of thing.
yeah. And when you put it that way, it is the sad, harsh reality. Right.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know how we get past that. Like, I don't see a world where the pendulum swings and like we revert because I mean, even like with social media, we all know the power of editing. And I reposted something on our story from Victoria Garrick and was like, watch me, like, I don't know, become hotter in 10 seconds or something. And then she just like put all of these like edits on her face and on her body. And it looked like a completely different person. That's online. But now people are able to do that in real life with the
IRL.
work that they're, yeah. And I feel like the trend is like you get work done, but it's not apparent at all. It's kind of like the no makeup look. It's like the no work look. And so it's like I think it's even more deceiving because somebody looks so natural, but maybe their jawline is sharper and their eyes are lifted and like their
Yeah.
nose is pointy or whatever. Like, and you just think that that's the way that they were born when it's not. And so, yeah, I guess like when you put it that way, it is like perpetuating low self-esteem, unrealistic expectations and comparison when really it's all an illusion.
Yeah. No, it really, that's a good way to put it. I think it also is just getting us further away from like just quite literally being human. Like,
Yeah.
this is how humans age and how their bodies change. And I don't know. I just like, what's it going to matter? Like, we're all going to end up in the grave. Like, if you have less wrinkles, like, does it matter? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm even trying to think of like famous people that are known for not getting work done. Like I guess Kate was
Winslet.
Winslet. I kept wanting to say Winslet, but then I would stop myself because I know that's not her name. Like is she definitely hasn't had work done. I'm looking at her
No.
right now and like
She said
looks,
she hasn't.
okay.
You know who else? Bethany Frankel actually came out like on a video and she said that she doesn't get any work done. She's like, I get outside, I walk on the beach, like I moisturize my face, like I do all these things. Like that's how you stay healthy. Like that's how you stay beautiful. Da, da, da. Like she's like so funny because she's so like aggressive, but like in the best way.
And I believe
that was
that.
yeah, that was one of the videos like that I really liked from her. She was like, I don't get anything done. I don't, have to do all of these crazy like supplements or whatever it is. Like I go outside, I get sun, I get in the water, like I walk on the beach, I walk everywhere, like whatever, just like promoting more of like a healthy, like natural lifestyle, just like our ancestors did,
Yeah, which is something I get behind too. Actually, on Call Her Daddy this week, she said, or I guess it was last week's episode, she said that she walks on the beach every single day and she gets in the ocean every single day. And we know that the ocean has like such healing properties. But yeah, I agree. I'm like, take care of your body from the inside out, and then like you will look healthy. You will look
Yes.
glowy. You will not have wrinkles because you're hydrated and you're moisturized and like all the things. And you're doing movement and it all feeds into each other. And I feel like there's a lot of emphasis. It's also like our culture of instant gratification and like not wanting to
my
put the
God.
work in, but instead wanting to just like buy a quick fix. But again, at the same time, like it's up to everybody else's discretion.
Yeah.
Like if they would rather do that and spend the money and
Then
whatever and keep drinking,
let
like
them.
eating, like that is entirely like their choice, and that's fine. Like I feel absolutely no type of way about it. I just know what I want for myself, and I'm
Yeah.
more holistic.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
even my
I
stance
feel like
sometimes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I didn't have anything to say.
I was gonna say, even from my stance being like, I do kind of at this age at least have like a hard line that like I don't want to get anything done because I want to reserve that for like later in life if I ever really truly feel like I need it and I'm like in a spot where that would make me truly happy. But even having that opinion, I see people with like the like getting Botox. I don't know if it's like in their masters or something, but like their jawline is so nice. And like, I just feel like I never, like my genetics, I just do not have a jawline. And I would some days kill to just like have a quick fix. So I get the temptation.
So you're like,
trust me,
yeah. If you don't have a strong why, then, you know, then it's probably an easier decision to lean that way.
Okay. I know we only have like a little bit of time left. Should we wrap up with our new little ending segment?
Yes. Instead of a mental health resource for the week, we're going to share our only human moment of the week. Cause I feel like the resource is a little bit more preventative or like, but this is just like the real human moments that happened this week.
Yeah.
I want to hear yours.
Okay. Roger that. So mine was, so I was in Cape May this weekend. Favorite place in the world. Like truly amazing, especially at Christmas. Like it is beautiful. But I feel like the word about Cape May is just really getting out. And we went on a Saturday. It was December 6th. So like beginning of December, I guess like prime Christmas season. It was so crowded. And one thing about me, I don't do well in crowds. I like to walk fast, even when I'm just like trying to do something leisurely or stroll the shops. Like I'm always reminding myself to like slow down, stop racing the invisible clock. But it was truthfully so overwhelming. Everywhere you went, like you were trying to like dodge people. And there was one point where we were trying to get back to the car and the parade had just started that I didn't even know it was the parade that day. And we were like gridlocked. And I like just experienced a moment where my poor mom who I was with was like trying to kind of joke and like navigate me. And I like just kind of like lost it because she kept like turning around. I was like, just walk. Like I was like so frustrated. And she was like, Car, take a breath. And I was like, I'm trying. I'm like, there's no air. Like I literally like almost hyperventilated because it was just like, I just don't do well. Like I'm fine in crowds generally, but it had just been a few hours of it. And then the parade started. I was just trying to get out. Yeah. And my patience was just shot. Like I just wanted my mom to like be on the mission to get us out to like open space. And so, yeah, I just feel like I got overwhelmed and it got the best of me.
Yeah. I can't even count the number of times since that's happened to me. And I feel like parents specifically never have the right thing to say. They always are like trying to make a joke or something. I'm like, I need less stimulation. Like,
but it's funny because my mom is so similar to me. Like she also gets pretty overwhelmed. So I guess she was just better at making light of the situation. Yeah. But I was just like at my wit's end. And I was just like, I'm going to do something I don't want to do if everybody doesn't get out of my way. So yeah, I'm only human.
You are only human.
What's yours?
Mine is, you're actually really gonna like this one.
Okay.
Saturday night, Aunt and I were watching a comedy show. That was my mental health resource this week from home, HBO Max. And you know, like daylight savings, it's dark so early. Mm-hmm. And we were like, we're ready to go to bed. Like Aunt's falling asleep. I'm like, I'm tired. It was 7:50 p.m. on a Saturday.
Did you go to bed?
We did. We went to bed. And I was
like in bed, or you stayed on the couch and fell asleep there? No, like you went up to bed, like did the whole thing.
Like brushed teeth, got to bed. Yeah. On a Saturday night. And like I just feel like as I get older, like that sounds great to me. Like I do not want to be out of my house past like 3 or 4 o'clock on a weekend.
No, literally. Like, well, especially when the sun goes down. Like when the sun goes down, it is time to like close shop. Like get in your pajamas, wash your face, eat dinner. Like I do not know how people like do things after work and stuff like on a weekday.
I know.
Even on a weekend. I'm like, if you want me to be out at like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. on a weekend, like for a dinner reservation, you got to buy me a drink at like 4 p.m. or like 5. Like you got to get me out of my house. Like I'm like, otherwise I can't leave the house when it's already dark.
When it's
I struggle
already
with
dark.
that.
Oh my God. Yeah. I haven't done that, I don't think, yet this year, but I can imagine that it would be really difficult.
Well, we're also just like homebodies.
I know. It's like kind of bad.
But so do you experience FOMO? I feel like not really.
No.
I feel like if you have aunt, you're like good. But like
yeah, that's what it is. Like if he's out, then I have FOMO. But if he's home, I don't care about the rest of the world.
Which I feel like is so normal when it comes to like your partner, because that's mainly like, I feel like you want to experience things together. That's what FOMO is. But I also like, I don't experience FOMO. I probably should because I'm single and I'm like, well, but like my friends, like there was a like a Christmas trolley ride the other night, and I actually had planned to go down the shore that day, but I ended up not going down the shore. I ended up going down the next morning. I didn't have an iota of FOMO, and it's just because like, I don't know. Like, I don't know really what it is. I think it is just being a homebody, but just being like so sure of what I want to do, and also just being so content in that moment of like, oh, I actually didn't want to do that. So like, why would I force myself to go do that when you always think, and I'm not saying this specifically the trolley ride, I'm sure it was amazing and so fun, but like
it looks fun.
The amount of, yeah, I know. And it like goes to 13th Street in South Philly. Like it would have been a really good night, but it was just like a hectic work week. I was just ready to like chill. But I feel like as a rule of thumb and something I've learned over the years is nothing is ever as fun as it seems online. Like I feel like going out in college and stuff, like the amount of nights and like in New York and stuff that I would be sitting at a bar or a club being like, I just want to be home right now. But then like the next day you're like seeing the stories that you posted or your friend posted, and you're like, that is actually not representative of the time that we had whatsoever. Like it's so deceiving. So over the years I've just learned like missing out on anything, like just do what you want to do.
Yeah. I actually have this thing where like, I only say it sometimes, but I kind of feel like the best times are had when there's no documentation of it. Like if you posted like a bunch of pictures of something, it probably wasn't that much fun. And like I cannot saying that like it can't happen, but I like some of the most fun nights of my life, like I have zero documentation of because I wasn't worried about taking a picture. You know,
there's one exception to that, and her name is Shay McKinstry, because that girl can take photos and have fun at the same time. Yeah. It's not because she might be on the live still. I don't know, but if so, she might be the only. Okay, well, she was, and we're giving her credit for that. But she is like a photo taker, and she'll just put it right to her story. Like she doesn't even skip a beat. Like she's not. Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like I agree. I totally agree. But there's nothing worse than, this is just a random thought that popped in my head when you said like documenting the night, when you like a guy on Instagram, like his story is like screening the whole club or like, what's it called? If you're like panning the phone and he like does like a 180, like a 360. And I'm like, no, it does not look that fun. And that is not as cool of a post as you think it is.
As you think.
I just picture the person behind, like with the phone, just being like, yeah, like this is gonna hit. I want everybody to see what I'm up to tonight. Oh God. But so I guess you had no FOMO when you went to bed at 7:50. You were like,
nothing to have.
Probably woke up feeling so good the next morning.
I did. I think my sleep score was like 90 something.
Did you wake up at like the ass crack of dawn?
No, I think I slept till 8. It's actually funny because I think Aunt and I both woke up like a little bit later, like 8:30 maybe, and I was like, oh wow, we both slept really late. Because like or like a long time. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like if you go to bed at 9, you're thinking you're gonna get up early.
Would you take a horse tranquilizer?
You would think so.
Give me some of that. My eyes are like at like 6 o'clock every morning. I'm like,
well, that's because you get up at the ass crack of dawn every day.
Yeah, I guess my circadian rhythm is just, it's ingrained. It's made up its mind.
Yeah, it doesn't like it is. It's like it's time for our walk right now. Mine's like it's like there's nothing to wake up for.
You wake up so early on the days that you work, though.
Yeah, because I have to.
Yeah, but like you would think that your like body would get a little bit used to that.
No, because I just feel like I'm so exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
it's like
out.
I'm either like sleep deprived or like have like too much sleep. There's no like moderation there.
Well, they say sleep is like a bank anyway. You don't need to get consistent sleep every single night as long as it like nets out over like a week or a month. Like you're in a deficit and then you can make it up.
You know what? The Oura Ring just did like a big update of their app, and we're never going to get off this freaking live. Like every week, like if we don't have like somebody in the studio being like, girls, like it's time, like we're literally just going to talk all night.
No, we won't do that. I have an eye on the clock. We're 5 minutes shy of an hour.
So they just rolled out this new feature. It's sleep debt. So like it'll tell you how much sleep debt you have in hours. Does that make sense? So like it'll be like, oh, you're 2 hours in debt. Or like one day
over
I was like
what
6
span
hours.
of time? It's like cumulative, like your lifetime.
I think it's just cumulative because, well, okay. I mean the lifetime that you've had the feature.
Right. It retroactively goes.
Yeah, like when you were 5, you didn't sleep that one night, so you're really in debt. But it like takes into account. So like, what's mine right now? I have none. I'm at 0 minutes.
Really?
No sleep debt.
Can you be in a surplus? Will it say like you're 2 hours?
No surplus.
No. So maybe
but
if
it
you
probably
are
just
in a
takes
surplus
into
right now,
account. Right. Exactly.
Oh, but then you'll be, so if you are in a surplus but it's not showing anything, it'll take you a little bit longer to get into that deficit. Like you won't see it.
Yeah, I don't really
That's
know.
That's a good feature though. I stopped tracking my sleep and I feel like I should probably get back to it. But I also just feel like sometimes it would like mess with me mentally. I'd be like, oh, I didn't get like a restorative sleep. So I'm going to have a shit day. And so I did because I told myself that. So same thing with like steps. Like I've stopped tracking all of my data. But whatever. All right. Shall we?
Yeah. Wait, what are we doing here?
We're not. We're just hanging out.
Okay.
We're not doing anything. No, there's nothing to close.
Nothing to do.
Just time to go to bed.
Shay and Ant for joining. You guys are the best. Number one supporters.
If you've made it this far.
We love you.
Love. Wait, let's try to make a... Oh, wait. No, other hand.
We're on the opposite side of each other's screen. Okay. Well,
it's time to go.
It's getting to be that time. Good night, everyone. Thanks for listening.